The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Set 50, plant.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He don't want it. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Hey. High 7. Hit it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
61, matchbox lights.
Hatchet. Hatchet.
Hey, wahoo.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Target.
Completes it to Benjamin. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Don't let him breathe.
This is Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 55. Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now the Chargers have it. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Ready,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the slant.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Leo.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon.
Check 24.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Down. 18 Gator. Greystone travel.
58's the mic. 58.
Buzz.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get it. Screen.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see?
Ready.
Pursuit,
10 low.
wrap up,
Hey,
and then
hey.
the big finish with the tackle.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Ready?
Hey, Zoo. Zoo.
He'll drop to throw.
Here we go.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The intended receiver there, Allen. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
That's good for a Colts.
Check out. 675.
Watch the slide.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch that.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke looking deep for Hilton. And this is taken in at the 5. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 43 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
49.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Monday.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Colts 20, Chargers 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Got it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Blue draw corkers.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
20, Chargers 2.
Ready.
58, 58, Mike.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Jam him, jam him, jam, jam.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, exit.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 1, 2, 3. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Right.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And oh, he coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
58's a Mike.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day. 58,
Smoke.
58's the Mike.
On the ball.
Fire.
58.
Now back to throw. It's caught by OBJ.
It's our house.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 42 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
This is Hines. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Watch the ship.
12, 12, 12.
Ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second out. Wide, 622.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Army. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
2nd and 5.
You're all mine. You're all mine.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, Echo.
They will run with Grant. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Hey, Delta.
Hey, 58.
Get it.
58's the mic.
They run it here with Gordon.
Watch the pass. Watch
And
the
this
pass.
winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Go, he running.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
What we got?
Check.
22 jet bomber.
Hey, alert 3.
Now.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Come on. You better bring it.
Golf.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go, defense.
Hit it.
Defense.
They'll look to throw.
Here we go.
Hard throw, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out.
Kill.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Yeah, baby.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. 1-yard gain.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Fresno.
On 2nd and 9, Luck, and his pass incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Watch the safety creep.
Mexico.
Showing
On. 11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Ready.
Mike's 50. You're trash.
Here we go. 50. Mike, 50.
You ain't going nowhere.
Check the backer.
X3. 218. Chopper. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch out.
Hey, seam 6. Beef river.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Reggie.
Here's Locke. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Luck throwing again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Watch the pass.
49, check 49.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, check 5.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
Double up.
The 20.
Run, go.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
I'm coming.
Hey, high 7.
Check.
Fan.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy it much.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator.
58, right there.
Protein spill.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it.
Back to throw here. And caught by Henry. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Let's go.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Topper. Let's go.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
80 weapon.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day. Deuce.
Get it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
Run.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Ready.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
You remember me?
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
2nd and long. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danico Autry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go. 390. Yeah. He don't want none.
Alert flare, alert flare.
Here's Hines. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Go. Blue 40.
The mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't been you up.
Out of the gun,
Don't
Luck.
get nervous.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Ready? 18 Gator.
58's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Check 13.
Pilot 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Big grip.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I got wide. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, orbit.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Going for it all. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
12. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll run it here with Wilkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, it's Hines.
I got you, boy.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They're running it.
On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Switch.
On second down now, it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Shift.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Lucky.
Shift. Watch the shift.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jerry Tillery with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Ready?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You got it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big stop, let's go.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
He's tired of us. Hey, Zoo.
Guys, 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 55
Back to throw.
55 the mic.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
We're gonna work.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers. They've got themselves a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Down. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Get it.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
60 orange.
Hey, tight.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Grant. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's second and 8. He finds his target, Beckham. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D.
They run again with Hines.
Big edge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Colts on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Locke. He's got it to Hilton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On second down, it's Wilkins. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Alert. Check 25. Check 25.
Tight dog.
12.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey.
From the gun, here's Locke. He gets it to Funchess complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Joker, 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 Joker. Shift.
Luck now to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Set, 8, read.
Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go.
Deep rip.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, exit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He completes it to Henry. Past the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing hard.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Check 43. Check 99. Check 99. Check 24.
They'll look to throw.
Check 4.
He finds his man Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Luck now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
All day, every day, any day. Check.
Watch that. Smoke. Fire.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready to break. 61. Matchbox lights.
Get him.
Ready.
This is Grant.
Run.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
What you got? What you got, Heavy?
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth down. Today's final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Some